and Mackenzie will start copy and pasting them over to the other platform. Hello, welcome to this week's Ask Ashley, where we go live every week and you ask me your crochet business questions and I answer as many of them as I can in about 30 minutes. Whew, I don't know. I think this is fine. I hope that you guys have had an excellent April Fool's Day. I shared an April Fool's joke on Instagram, and then I shared a different one on TikTok. And I also shared the TikTok one here on YouTube as well. So if you haven't seen both of them, go to one of the other platforms and check them out. And then let me know which one was your favorite. And if you are here hanging out with us live already, let me know in the comments, if you've already seen both of them, which one was your favorite. I made one that was more like, I don't know, Instagram branded, and then one that was more like TikTok. I don't know. I just feel like the platforms are a little bit different. Oh, welcome, Haley. Glad you decided to join over on this one where I have a little bit more control of what's happening. Oh, perfect. Got questions coming in already from Instagram, and Instagram is telling me their favorite of the two April Fool's jokes. I've been having I've had these ideas for months and I've had them recorded for like at least a week, and it has been so difficult to not tell you my jokes. So I'm glad I'm glad it's April Fool's Day and I was finally able to do them. I'm going to jump into the questions. Go ahead and keep them coming, and Mackenzie will star them and organize them, and I'll answer as many as I can. So the first one is from Mariah, and she says, I'm hoping to start a Facebook page soon. Do you have any tips for me? Thank you much in advance. Mariah, or do you think it's Mora? What do you think? I'm not sorry if I said your name wrong. I'm a horrible reader. Which one? Mariah. I have a Facebook page for my business. I think it's good to have one if your ideal customer is on Facebook. If your ideal customer is not on Facebook, you can probably get away with that, with not having one. But the more platforms that you're on, the easier it will be for people to tag you if they like want to shout out your company. If they bought something, like maybe they bought it off of Etsy and you put your @ handle on your business card and they want to say, look what I got from Etsy is from this shop at so-and-so. They can tag you if you're on the different platforms, and then hopefully bring more people your way. That would be the main thing. Facebook pages and Facebook groups were all the rage like 10 years ago, maybe. Facebook groups were like cream of the crop cream, creamy crops. And so it's not so much anymore, but it is a great way to build a community. It is a great way to engage with your people. You can share links on Facebook. You can't do that as easily on Instagram or TikTok. So there are some pros and cons. It's very good for a designer because I can share links to my designs and my friends' designs or yarn sales or whatever. It doesn't have to just be my designs all day long. So it is nice to have a spot where you can add your links. I would suggest getting a lovely picture of you or your logo for the profile picture. Make sure it looks nice, make sure it looks clean, and then get something nice for your banner. You just remember that everything that's on there is representing your business, and you want to represent it really well. So that would be my biggest advice. I would also suggest staying consistent in your posting schedule, whatever that looks like for you. If you want to post every day, if you want to post once a week, whatever that looks like for you, stay consistent and be a human, right? If someone comments or asks you a question, respond to them. Be a good human when you are engaging as your business on Facebook. Hopefully that was helpful. It was a little bit of a quick one. Hopefully that was helpful. Thank you, Mariah, for your question. Busy Bead Boutique says, do you think advertising your crochet business items that you sell on Etsy over on Twitter or X is being beneficial? I think you should market them everywhere. If you do not have your own, if you do not have your own off Etsy site, like Shopify or anything else, you should be marketing your Etsy shop constantly on all of the platforms in a very ideal customer appropriate, platform appropriate way. So all the platforms are very similar, right? But they're also unique in a way that, like, we act a certain way on Twitter. Did you hear that? April Fools. That was on purpose. We act a certain way on Instagram. We act a certain way on TikTok, Twitter. Then we do, they're a little bit different from one another. So have the right like voice on the correct platforms. Don't go on Facebook and act like you're on Instagram and do a ton of hashtags or say, send me a DM. Like that's Instagram language. That's not Facebook language. You want to make sure you're being authentic to the platform and speaking and serving your ideal customer well. So do I think advertising? So you don't want to just be like, go buy my thing, go buy my thing, go buy my thing. You don't want to do that on any platform. You should be using social media to serve your ideal customer well so that she turns into a true fan of your brand and shops with you over and over again and gives you shout outs and tags you and 5-star reviews. That's what you want. So you need to serve her well through your content, no matter which platform that you're on. But if you do not have your own off Etsy site, yes, you should market your Etsy shop. Say, here's where you can buy. Click here to buy. It's all in my Etsy shop because it helps you stay organized and it creates a better experience for your customer. The alternative to promoting your Etsy shop, if you don't have an off Etsy site, the only alternative is like, you can Venmo me here, PayPal me here, send me a message on Facebook, send me a DM on Instagram, and then I'll ask you 600 questions and then we can figure out what it is that you want and then we'll figure out how I'm going to get it to you. Like that is so hectic and not what anybody wants to experience, especially in the age of like Amazon. We got away with it a little bit like 10 years ago because it was just, I don't know, more common to not have such a seamless shopping experience on the internet as a whole. But now where we're at in the digital times, you just need to make things as simple as possible or you're going to lose sales all the time. So that's why I suggest sending them to your Etsy shop, even though you have to pay the fees. Is that worth it to you to grow your business? Because every sale that you get in your Etsy shop is going to tell the algorithm good things for to help you show up in search results, which is going to lead to more sales that you will get from Etsy strangers or people that search in the search box and just land in your shop, which is what we want. So you got to weigh the pros and cons, see what's best for you. But for most of us who are trying to build a successful, long-term scalable business, you're going to want to send everybody to your Etsy shop if that's the only shop that you have. I hope that was helpful. Thank you for your question, Busy Bee Boutique. The next one is also from Busy Bee Boutique. And she says, how would you suggest marketing a boho style baby blanket this month and or in the summer, springtime? So Busy Bee Boutique, I would like to point you to the 2024 content calendar. Mackenzie's going to drop a link where you can sign up and get the digital version of this thing absolutely free. And then she'll drop a link where you can pay for the printed version on Amazon if you want to check that out. But if we look at the month of April, it is on page 50. We have this month's trends and marketing themes, all kinds of things to focus on this month to help serve your ideal customer well and to help get you more sales. So it says spring has sprung, spring weddings and baby showers are happening. Spring break plans are taking place and people are slowly switching over from their spring wardrobe and baseball season is in full swing, pun intended. This month, promote Mother's Day gift ideas and graduation gift ideas. Graduations can be for seniors going into college or college students about to enter the work field. Market your graduation gift ideas accordingly. And some marketing themes are wedding gifts or favors, baby shower gifts, decor or favors, Mother's Day gifts, high school graduation gifts, college graduation gifts, end of the year teachers gifts. So you can market your boho blankets as all of those marketing themes. Wedding gifts, baby shower gifts. You can market baby blankets as like a baby announcement photo prop. You can, or just photo prop in general, like a newborn photography photo prop where you have like a blanket coming out of a basket and you put the little baby snuggled all down in there. There's tons of ways that you can market blankets for spring. If you have maybe like a holey blanket, like the Daisy Granny Square blanket, that's really, it's got a lot of holes in it. It's not the warmest, but it's perfect for when it's just a little chilly. But it's not cold. If you had a full blanket, you're going to be hot. And if you have no blanket, you're going to be really cold. So this is a good tweener blanket to help you stay warm, but not too hot. You know what I'm saying? So think about where your ideal customer is at in this current season, in April, in May, and speak to her and solve her problems with your blankets. Home decor, if they're switching out maybe they have a couch blanket. Maybe they want to switch it from a wintry couch blanket to a more springtime couch blanket that matches their springtime decor. Whatever your ideal customer is doing, whatever's important to her, if her home decor is important to her and she changes with the seasons regularly, she would appreciate that blanket. If your ideal customer is pregnant or going to a baby shower soon, she would appreciate a baby blanket as a baby shower gift. So there's lots of things that you could do this month. Definitely check out, you're welcome. Definitely check out the content calendar because this is going to help you every month of the year. That's what it was designed for. The next question is coming to us from Instagram, and it says, if I enroll to your newsletter, does that mean I am enrolled to Crochet Boss Academy? This is a great question. No, Crochet Boss Academy is my all-inclusive statement course. So this, and here, there's a lot about it inside of the content calendar as well. And if you go, let's see, there's a couple, it's coming up here in a couple pages where we've got a big old, but maybe we just missed it. In the content calendar. Yeah, right before April. There's this whole section that tells you all about Crochet Boss Academy, but it's a paid experience that is 6 weeks long, but you have access to the content forever. So if you can't go through it with me for these 6 weeks, you can go through it in your own time, or if we're too fast paced, you can go through it on your own time. You have all of the options. All of the options are available to you, but it is the only time that I promoted is once a year. It's only available once a year. I have a new group of students every year. This year will be class of 2024, and it is a paid experience. So no, signing up to my email list does not enroll you in Crochet Boss Academy, but what it does do is let you know when Crochet Boss Academy doors are open, because I will be sending out emails when it gets a little closer to time. But if you look in your content calendar, you will see the doors are going to be opening on May 25th this year. We pushed it back a little bit. You know what? I think I was reading. No, that's April. May 25th is when the doors are going to open. And then May 31st is when the doors are going to close. And they will not open again until next year. Last year, we did it at the end of February. This year, we pushed it back because of my new homeschool schedule. But I think this is going to be nice because then we'll be going through it at the beginning of the summer. It's a great time for like reflection, and because things are starting to slow down usually with sales type deals in the summer because people are like spending outside time with their family. So I think it's going to be a really good time of the season for us to do Crochet Boss Academy. Thank you for your question over here on Instagram. I appreciate you. Next one says, hey, Ashley, so how bad is it to have products you didn't list on the application for a vendor event? So Crochet With Me Today says that she has a vendor event and she didn't list certain products. I probably would reach out to the person putting on the event and say, is it okay if I add this, this, and this to my products? Because if it's an event for beauty pageant people, like it's at a beauty pageant, and you want to sell crocheted paraphernalia, is that like drug paraphernalia? Is that a word? They might not, that might be frowned upon. That might not, you might want to read the room, right? That there's a time and a place. And maybe a beauty pageant craft fair is not the place for those. So I would reach out to her and just double check. Say, hey, I didn't include these things. Also, they might have somebody else already signed up that's doing things that you're thinking about bringing. And then that person's going to be really upset if you bring what they said that they were bringing and you didn't say you were bringing that. So I think that would just cover your bases. Like obviously every event planner would be a little bit different. Hopefully, if it's massive, they've given you some sort of contact, somebody that's in charge of like coordinating the vendors. If there's a Facebook group that they put you guys in, something like that, I would ask like, who do I need to get in contact with about adding things to my products? Because I think it could be a little risky to just grab some extra stuff that you didn't okay ahead of time. I'm not a big market goer. I used to do markets back in the day, and I have pretty decent relationships with the people whose markets I went to. So it would be no issue for me to message them and ask if that was okay. That would be what I would do, just to be better safe than sorry. She said, okay, they don't mind being bugged. Like, so Crochet With Me Today doesn't want to bug that person. And I get that 100%, but it's her job for one. You are doing her a service by being at her event. She needs vendors. So don't think that you're being a burden to her because you are making her event possible. If it wasn't for vendors, they wouldn't be able to have their event, right? So keep that in mind. Two, it's also like it's not going to be every day. It's just a one event or once a year or twice a year, but they should have somebody, depending upon how big the event is, they should have somebody designated to answering those questions for you. And if they don't have like a frequently asked questions page or something, maybe they should add that if they want to cut down on emails. But no, I wouldn't be worried about bothering her. I feel like it would be a bigger bother to bring things that you didn't say you were going to bring, and then it caused drama with other vendors. That's what I would do. Okay, thank you for your question. Another Instagram says, I'm trying to make a ball in yarn. All the ones I have tried turn out not round. Any help, please? I don't know how big of a ball you're trying to make, but if you look at the bubble bug crochet pattern, that's a small little ball. Maybe you could try that one, see how your ball turns out, and then make it bigger if you like how the pattern's going. So Mackenzie's going to link the bubble bug pattern over on the other platform if you guys want to hang out. If not, you can just search. If you go to craftyconcept.com/free patterns, that is all of my patterns. You can scroll Bubble Bugabee near the bottom because he's an oldie but goodie, or you can just search in the search box on my website, and that should lead you to there as well. Also, if you haven't looked at YouTube, I would suggest looking up YouTube videos, and you can search that. That's a talked about topic, how their circles aren't turning out like the way they want. So I'm assuming balls would also be a talked about topic for, I'm sure other people have that issue. So you could probably find videos on YouTube to help you as well. Okay, thank you for your question. Next one says, I struggle finding who my ideal customer is. I'm very creative, so it's hard to choose what I want to make. Can your ideal person just be someone who likes handmade gifts for others? Yes, you can do that, but the more you know about her, the better. So she likes to buy gifts for people. That's great. Is she 65 years old? Is she a grandma? Let me close this curtain. Why does she like to buy gifts for people? Is she wanting to be liked? Is gift giving her love language? Is she, I don't know, like why does she like to buy gifts for people? You want to figure her out more than just the fact that she wants to buy gifts for people. And the more you know about her, the better. So maybe she is a grandma and she buys gifts for her grandkids for every different milestone or occasion in their life. And it's to help her feel closer to her grandkids. Maybe she lives in Florida and her grandkids don't live in Florida. And so she buys them gifts all the time because it helps her feel closer to them. And you can talk about long distance relationships. You can talk like if that's applicable to you. Obviously, don't try to give advice or information if it's not applicable to you. You want to be helpful and genuine and authentic. You don't want to be like making stuff up to try to like serve a specific person. But most likely, I would argue that you also like to give gifts to people. A poet's note. That's who wrote that question. If you like to give gifts to people, what else can you understand about you? Imagine you are your ideal customer. What do you like? What's important to you? What other areas of life are you passionate about? Like, do you recycle? Do you buy all pink cups in your house? Like, what else is about you that you could intertwine into your business? You want to be able to engage with your ideal customer's emotions and speak to her directly and flare up feelings in her heart. That's going to lead to sales, but you also want it to be very genuine. So she's saying that she likes handmade gifts and shops rather than buying from Amazon. So she likes to buy from small businesses. What else? Is she like anti-big business? Is she the kind of person that like gets on Facebook and throws a fit about big businesses and establishments? And is she like an activist, a shop small activist? Or is she very passive and just likes to do what she can to support small businesses? Maybe her mom owned a small business and she watched her hustle her whole life and she knows what it's like to struggle. So she wants to support small businesses and everything that she does. So try to expand on it a little bit. And I like to suggest looking at who you are first, because usually, not always, usually your ideal customer is going to be some version of you. Also, I will have a free masterclass in May, at the end of May, going over this. So be sure to tune in for that. Also, if you're going to the summit in Colorado this year, next week, I think, I will be talking about finding your ideal customer very explicitly. And also, we do that inside of Crochet Boss Academy. That is module 2 inside of Crochet Boss Academy, where we spend an entire week diving into finding your ideal customer. And I give you lots of paths that you can take to find her. So hopefully that will be helpful. Thank you for your question. Next one's coming from Instagram. How do I sign up for Crochet Boss Academy? Can't wait to join. When the doors are open on May 25th, there will be a button on crochetbossacademy.com. Don't go there right now. I mean, you can, but don't judge me. I haven't updated it yet for 2024. I'm got a lot going on. I promise it's on my ever-growing to-do list. But there will be a button there where you can check out. Right now, there's not a button. There's not a pricing. There's nothing. There's information about what Crochet Boss Academy is, but it says 2023 all over the place. So I got to go and just pretend it says 2024. I'll change it. But but you'll be able to sign up as soon as the doors are open. And then when they close midnight on the 31st, it will go away and the button will no longer be there to check out. Also, we will have a payment plan. That is something that we provide. You can split up into 2 payments. And the price, I believe, is going to be, don't hold me to it like for sure, but I'm 98% sure it is 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 100, 50, 250, 350, 390. You think that's right? Was it 390 or 395?
What did you do last year?
I don't remember. 365? Okay. Something like that. I think it's 390 or 395. I have to go look. I'm not there yet. My brain is in compartments, and I have to get through the summit thing in Denver first, and then I will be switching gears to all things Crochet Boss Academy. But something like that. There is a money savings tracker inside of the content calendar, both digitally and printed. If you wanted to color in a little piggy bank every time you save $10, and you can add it up to get where you can purchase Crochet Boss Academy in May. Thank you for your question. I'm loving all the Crochet Boss Academy questions. Another Instagram. For items to look very professional, do you think it's necessary to have some kind of tag on the finished piece? 10 out of 10 recommend the tags. When I first started selling my crocheted stuff back in 2012, 2016, 12 was when I did it. And then 16 is when I opened my Etsy shop. So it's 2 starts. People were so impressed. They did not expect that from a handmade shop. Regular people outside of the creative communities, right? They don't understand that glow forges are a thing and you can print on fabric. Like, they don't get it. They get it, but it's just it's not front of mind to them. It's not something they think about on a regular basis. And they think it is unbelievably cool. Like, I would hear people, like my customers, like in real life, like friends and family, they would be showing people and they'd be like, look at her tag. It says a crafty concept. Like, they were obsessed with it. I think it takes your product from here to here. 10 out of 10 recommend. I get my faux suede tags from Angie and Britt, and that you have to go to angieandbritt.com. They're not on Etsy. And I get my wooden tags from All This Wood on Etsy. Thank you for your question. Yes, 10 out of 10 recommend adding tags. Next one. Is the content calendar a set calendar? Do you follow what you make, sell the product, or something similar? It's a tool that you can use to help you market your crochet business all year long. So it's not, the dates are very specific to 2024. It's not one where you can put your own dates. My weekly calendar and my quarterly calendars are the planners, not the calendars. There's a difference. These, you fill in the dates. So you can use these and start anytime throughout the year because you put the dates yourself. But the content calendar is for 2024. All of the dates, all the social media holidays, all of the social post ideas are very specific to that month in 2024. I hope that was helpful. It came from Instagram. I'm not sure of that question. Let me know in the comments if you guys have a better understanding of what's being asked, and I will do my best to answer it. Next one, we are almost out of time. I have a Shopify, and I thought it would be cool to put my vendor booths online for people who aren't local to be able to shop them. How would I go about this since online people have to pay shipping? I have Shopify, and I thought it would be cool to put my vendor booths online. So like live stream it. Like live stream your event and let them buy from your booth via the internet. They would just have to pay shipping. You could set a coupon code I set one that's called local pickup only. That's what it was called. And you can say, if you use the coupon code local pickup only and you want to come pick it up at the event while we're here, you can use that coupon code. I will set it aside for you. It will take the shipping off. But in my experience, it's best to just charge shipping because they have to give you all of their information. They type it in themselves, so less likely for typos because they're used to typing in their address and phone number and stuff. And then you just ship it to them. That's what I would recommend. If you don't want to do that and you want to do a coupon code where they get free shipping, you can do that as well. But do know that there's going to be like no shows. There's going to be people that are like, sorry, I couldn't make it today. Can you meet me at Walmart tomorrow? You have to be mentally prepared for that. If you've got 6 kids and you would have to get them all piled into the van to go meet somebody at Walmart for them to be 20 minutes late or potentially not even show up, if that's worth the risk for you, then you can do that. But if not, I would just ship it. Ship it and call it a day. Thank you for your question, Haley. I think that's a really fun idea to like live stream your market. I think that's a really fun idea. Okay. Next one from Instagram. Will you be allowing Crochet Boss Academy to get updates? So if you are inside of Crochet Boss Academy, if you've ever purchased it at all, you get all the updates. Anytime I add new resources, you have access to them. Anytime I update the content to include like social media, which is always changing, you get access to the updates. It's always in your dashboard area. You can always log in through crochetbossacademy.com, log in with your information. You can access it in the dashboard area forever. The only thing that will be disappearing is the Facebook Live replays. Those will be taken out to make room for the 2024 Facebook Live replays. But if you're in the 2023 Facebook group, you can watch the live replays in the Facebook group. But if you get them through your dashboard area, they will be disappearing to make room for the 2024 Facebook Live replays. Hopefully that makes sense. That was an issue last year. Okay. We have 4 minutes. I think I can get these last two. Cheryl says, I set up my Etsy shop 3 weeks ago. I got a lot of visits, but no sales. What's wrong with me and my shop? Great question, Cheryl. I get this one a lot. I believe I got it last week. Yes? I think it was last week. So you can, Mackenzie will link to last week's Ask Ashley. So you can check that replay. Look in the chapters. Have we done chapters already for that one? We'll get those in there really soon. But look in the chapters when those are in there so you can like skip to the different sections, like go right to the question that you're asking, because we did talk about it. There are some things you can do when you're getting visits but no sales. In a in a quick recap, you want to make sure your shop is fully filled out. You want to make sure excuse me, your description speaks to your ideal customer's emotions, and you want to make sure you have all of your photos that serve a very specific purpose, and that you've included a video that serves a very specific purpose. All of those things are going to help you seal the deal. Also, you want to make sure you're using keywords that your ideal customer would be searching for. If you are selling a crochet lion, putting crochet lion might not be the best keywords. Maybe you should say stuffed lion or handmade lion or lion stuffy, right? Maybe people who are typing in crochet lion are looking for the pattern. And so they see it, so you're getting the view, but they're not buying it because that's not what they're looking for. There's a very good chance that your keywords could be misleading accidentally. So you want to make sure what you can do for that is type in your go into an incognito window on Etsy and type in your keyword and press enter and see what the other listings are showing up. And if that's not similar to what you have that you're selling, you might not be using the right keywords. It might not be ending where you want it to. And our last one is from Brownie Girl. And she says, I'm a visual learner. Hush your mouth. I'm a visual learner, and sometimes I can view a crocheted item, Amigurumi or wearable, and crochet it. Is it proper to credit this site page example for the inspiration? I usually end adding lots more. So Brownie Girl, this is a very controversial question, topic, conversation piece that happens in our community all the time. Every designer is going to give you different advice. We are not lawyers, most of us. So if you need a legal answer, I'm not your girl. You could reach out to if you know anybody on how to do that. Just good community member type things would be to credit the designer. That would just be a kind community member, because most likely people are going to want to know where you got the pattern, and you're going to have to say, it's from a crafty concept, but I changed it a little bit to fit my needs. I used a different hook size. I used a different yarn. I added another square. Like little tiny adjustments like that is not your own pattern. It's still my pattern. You just tweaked it, added something very small, just a little tiny bit. So the best thing that you can do just to cover your bases is credit the designer for the pattern. Oh, that's all of them. Thank you, Crochet with me today, and Cheryl. I'm glad those answers were helpful. Thank you guys for hanging out. I'm glad we got through it. I'm getting ready to go buy some new Apple products. Not Mac. That's makeup, but Mac is Apple. I'm very excited. So stay tuned to my Instagram stories, because I'll probably be sharing that whole experience so you guys can see all the things that I'm buying, because I'm getting ready to drop a whole lot of money because I need some tax write-offs. Not really. I just need new devices because my stuff's really old. So I've been looking forward to it for like 2 weeks. So I can't wait to go do that. Okay. We will be here for the whole month of April, Mondays, 4:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, going live for our live crochet business Q&A. Come hang out, mark your calendars, put it in your calendar or your planner or both, however you manage your time, and come hang out. Tell your friends It's going to be a good time. The more people we have in the conversations, the better things are. And also go make sure you see both of my April Fool's videos, because there's one on Instagram and one on TikTok, and they're both completely different. And I'd love to know which one you liked better. All right. I will see you guys later on Instagram and here next week. Have a great day.